Welcome to the Intuitive Hour with psychic medium, author, and intuitive life coach, Michelle Beltran. The Intuitive Hour will empower you to learn how to magnify your intuitive voice. Listen in and expand your understanding of what it means to be psychic and how to awaken, amplify, and trust your inner voice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Another episode of the Intuitive Hour, Awaken Your Inner Voice, is upon us. Thank you so much for being here today. Last week, we concluded the final chapter of my book, Take the Leap, What It Really Means to Be Psychic. And today, starting a whole new series of education and learning, I wanted to talk with you about the power of your breath. So let's begin our episode today with the word atem, A-T-E-M. This is the German word for breathing. It's derived from the Sanskrit word ayama, meaning to extend or draw out. The breath, we know, is formless. It's not an object. It has not shape, nor is it tangible. This is why breath awareness is one of the best ways to bring space into your life. Breath is often said to be one of the most subtle and seemingly insignificant phenomena. It was Nietzsche who remarked that breath is the least thing that makes up the best happiness. Being aware of breath propels us into the present moment, and it's the doorway to inner transformation. Why? Because when we're conscious of our breath, we become present, and we're led to higher consciousness. It isn't possible to think and be fully aware of and present with our breathing. So let's try it now. You'll see that conscious breathing stops the mind, but not to the extent that you are moved into a daze, but rather to a heightened alertness. Giving attention to our breath, even if only for a few seconds, creates gaps of space, pockets of peace of mind where incessant thinking ceases to be. In time, the gaps increase on their own, and we discover inner space more consistently. So be aware of your breath right now. Breathe in and breathe out. Can you feel the sensation of the breath? Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs and body. Notice how your chest rises and falls with each breath. Just one conscious breath, a breath taken with mindfulness, is enough to make some space when in the moments before there was the uninterrupted, relentless mind chatter and thought, one after the other after the other. Breathing brings this to a standstill. A few breaths at various moments in your day will bring space into your life. It replaces thinking. Breath occurs naturally and gracefully and should not feel like work. The deeper intelligence in the body is the driving force. All you have to do as you become more aware of it is to watch it happen. Also, notice the gentle pause as the out-breath moves to its end, just prior to taking a breath inward again. Many of us unknowingly have very shallow breath. This is not our natural way of breathing. The more that you're aware of the breath, you begin to reestablish the breath's natural depth and full expansion. So let's try a stillness breathing exercise to assist you in connecting with your breath. First and foremost, as you notice the constant thinking, rushed feelings, angst or tension or grief, or even a compulsive need like smoking or drinking, TV watching, or even overeating, simply stop and take 3 breaths. This instantly generates presence and awareness. Can you feel the subtle sense of aliveness that pervades your entire inner body as you do this? Next, for a few minutes, be aware of the low vibration emotion itself, that compulsive urge, whatever it may have been for you. Be aware of that as an energy field inside of you. Consciously feel that emotion or the compulsive need to physically or mentally take part in the compulsive behavior. Be an observer of it. Watch it. See it as separate from you. As you see it as separate from you, you release its power over you. And you come to realize it is, in fact, not you. Next, take a few moments to have a few more conscious breaths. You may feel the emotion or compulsive urge has disappeared. You might feel the emotion is still there, and you can't help but feel it. This is okay. Don't make it into a problem. Rather, make the emotion a part of your awareness and practice observing it, as we've discussed. As awareness of the emotion grows, and as you see it as not you or separate from you, in time it is weakened. Most people are so distracted by their thoughts they can no longer feel the aliveness that their breath brings. So then, the bridge delivering them to their innate well-being escapes them. Whenever you can, whenever it comes to mind in your day, center on your breath. It's more spiritually transformative than any book, any course, coaching, or learning of any kind. And the expense is nil, save for a few priceless moments of your time.
Thanks for listening to the Intuitive Hour with Michelle Beltran. If you like what you heard, please share our podcast with a friend. And be sure to visit michellebeltran.com to get Michelle's popular Develop Your Clairvoyance ebook.